On this video, we are going to demo Customer 360 features. So let's get started.
Okay, I'm gonna show you the Customer 360 tool, which we can take a look on the customer data, the master data of the customer, which can be either person or organization data. So this is the UI, and I already opened here a record from the customer to show you. So I'm going to collapse the menu on the left side here to make the screen bigger. And we have here the information about this customer, Zoe Sales. On the top section here, we have this header, which is customizable, and we can show the photo of the person and highlight some data like uh, person name. In this case here, we have phone and email addresses. Down below, we have some tabs to organize the data, the information, and by default it opens in the person data itself here, and we can have the golden record of this person shown to the user. The customer details here, we have the attributes, and we select which information in which order we can show it, and it will display the information here. Down below we have more attributes. I'm going to scroll down here to show you. So for instance, we have multiple addresses. In this case, we have three different addresses, three different types of addresses, and their information here. Down below we have phone, and you can see that we have just one phone and one email addresses. So if there is any duplicate information, it's going to be consolidated in a single record for that attribute specifically. Down below we have more attributes like alternate name and identification. So this is the most trustworthy information about the customer. It comes from different source systems. In this case, we have information coming from ABC and Acme source systems. But in this view, we don't have the information about which attribute came from which system. So we can navigate here in the UI and track from where this all these attributes came from. So there is this traceability of the data. In this tab, source records, for instance, we have here the data from those sales, and it's coming from different source records. In this case, there are four source records, and I'm going to explain why there are four source records. So in this left column here, this is the representation of the golden record itself, and all the other columns here represents the data coming from each record, each source record. So in this case, we have two records coming from the source system ABC, one record coming from the sister system Acme, and a fourth record coming from Informatica Customer 360. And I'm going to explain why we have it in a few. Um, right on the top here, we have system fields where we can expand and understand the uh, IDs that were used in the source systems to better understand the source data. And in this case, we can see that in the ABC system, there were two different records with two different IDs. So this is uh, almost the same ID, but they are different. But in the same time, they correspond to the same person. So I'm going to scroll down here and show how the system used those four source records to generate this golden record that we saw in the person tab. So here we have the first name and the last name that's the same in the across the records. I'm not going to consider the last one right now. Uh, we have birth date that is coming from only two records. The gender that's coming only from ABC, marital status from the three records. And down below, we see that there are many other attributes here. For instance, addresses. We saw that we had only three addresses on the golden record, but here we have multiple records. And what has happened here is that if I mouse over here, we can see that in such cases that we have duplicate data or deleted values, they're not going to be used on the golden record. So it's going to detect that this particular attribute is duplicate and it's not going to be part of the golden record. So for instance, I'm going to expand here the phone. So first phone here, we have 2819, and it's coming from the first record from ABC. If I scroll down, go to the second phone here, we see that it's 2819, the same phone address coming from the ABC, uh, the same source system, but this information is duplicate. And I'm going to open the third phone here, 2819, it's the same phone information. So the system detects that this is duplicate information either from the same source system or for different source systems, and it's going to consolidate in a single uh, attribute value in the golden record, so we don't have duplicates there. So this is how it picks the attributes from each record, each attribute to compose the golden record. So for instance, here we didn't have birth date in the first record from IBC, but the complete information was gathered from different uh, records to compose it. And we see that we have here the uh, image, which is a URL that where this photo is stored, and it was added later down the line on the UI itself. So that's why we have this fourth record here that comes from the Informatica Customer 360, which is the UI itself. So the data steward went there, edited this record, and added the photo for this customer. So we see that it came from this edition uh, made by the data steward. I want to show you here this last tab, which is the history. Which shows exactly what I said, that we can track all the history changes to this record. So in this case, the data steward went there and added the uh, this attribute. So we have the field name, image, and then it has changed the value, the URL that was there before to this new URL with the proper image of this person. Um, Now let me show you some other features. For instance, here to create a new record, the data steward can create a record for instance, person here from the UI itself. So it will open up a form to fill up all the information. So I can put here the name of the person that I want to add to the database. But then it pops up on the right side here, this Claire, which is the AI engine from Informatica that will use the information that I'm inputting here in this form and check if there is any record already in the database that might be the record that I'm already trying to create here. So in this case, you see that it shows records that are similar to the value that I'm inserting here. So I put Barry with A and we have Barry with E here, Barry Hall. Uh, and it can prevent the user to create a new record, a duplicate record from a record that is already there. So I can click here and check the information from this customer and see if, oh, this is the customer that I'm trying to add the data. So the user can prevent to create bad data from the tool itself. So let me cancel this one. I'm going to discard, and I'm going to show you another feature, which is this workflow inbox. So when we have match and merge, which will consolidate the data, we have here the tasks that are created to the data stewards to manually review the matches that were found. So here we have many records that were found to be possible uh, merge candidates. So here we can check the content and see if it makes sense to approve or reject this consolidation. And one thing that is good also using this AI engine is that there is the situation where the data steward needs to manually review the matches when the match rule is not uh, good enough to classify this match rule as a auto merge rule. So if it finds the match, it's certainly a match and it's going to merge it automatically. So there are some match rules that are not that clear and needs someone to manually review the results to check if they should be merged or not. And the AI can be used here to be trained by the data steward and perform this action of manually review by the AI itself. So it's going to learn with the data steward how the data steward classifies those matches and then apply it automatically based on the AI rules. And this concludes this brief overview of the MDM Customer 360 tool, the Informatica.
Thank you for watching this video from our series. Connect with us and discover how we can achieve success together.